Hello everyone. Alert viewers might have noted that the primary roles in Rick and Morty had changed when a new episode aired in October 2023. The satirical adult cartoon series, which started showing episodes in 2013, centers on the interdimensional adventures of Rick Sanchez, a scientist with a delusional and drunken personality, and his excitable grandson Morty. Known for its spontaneous humor and distinct blend of sophisticated and vulgar humor, Rick and Morty has established a name for themselves in the overly crowded adult animation market on television. But as the seventh season of the show approached, significant cast changes were made. Early in 2023, Justin Roiland, a star and co-creator of Rick and Morty, was charged with multiple egregious offenses. This led to a protracted legal battle that ultimately resulted in his departure from the show. After intense unfavorable media coverage, Adult Swim decided to break up with Roiland, which turned out to be the appropriate move as the charges become more serious. It was uncertain what Rick and Morty's future held, given Roiland's significance to the program as a creator and voice actor. Nevertheless, the program continued with a fresh group of main cast members, and its seventh season debuted in October 2023. Roiland voiced Rick and Morty for the entirety of the first 6 seasons of Rick and Morty. But instead of recasting the roles with new actors, the writers decided to divide the roles and bring in 2 new actors to play them. Ian Cardoni, a Boston native with experience in vocal performances, was chosen to play Rick Sanchez despite his lack of fame. Cardoni had previously acted as anonymous background characters in movies such as Grown Ups and Clear History, but his big break came when he worked as a narrator for World Wrestling Entertainment during the pirate-themed WrestleMania 36 and 37. Harry Belden, like his new co-star, isn't exactly well known, but taking on the Morty role will undoubtedly help him grow as an actor. It's interesting to note that Belden has never done voice acting before, despite having small appearances in a number of primetime TV shows. He starred in Chicago Med and portrayed the one-off role of Marco in the television series Proven Innocent in 2019. In terms of humor, Belden appeared in a few lines of the live-action Adult Swim program Joe Pera Talks With You. Although Justin Roiland's 2 most prominent roles on the show were the titular Rick and Morty, the co-creator and well-known voice actor also took on a number of supporting roles during the course of the 6th season. Mr. Poopa Butthole, a famous recurrent character from Rick and Morty's early seasons, is the only other Justin Roiland role that has been recast thus far. John Allen, who is best known for his anime dubs of episodes like Dragon Ball Super, Genshin Impact, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, took over the role for Rick and Morty Season 7. Over the years, Justin Roiland has voiced many of the greatest Rick and Morty characters. Yet, Mr. Poopa Butthole is the only supporting part that has been recast thus far. Mr. Meeseeks and the Cromulans, 2 staples of the series, haven't been recast yet, and it's unknown if they'll be retired or just have their voices redone. Furthermore, it's uncertain if recent hires like Cardoni, Belden, and Allen will create new supporting characters or if they'll focus mostly on the parts that were given to them. The ongoing drama that took up much of 2023 was the search for replacement actors, which was almost as well publicized as the accusations against Roiland. According to Entertainment Weekly, producers Scott Martyr and Dan Harmon searched for 6 months to find replacements for the parts, and they deliberately sought out actors that sounded like Roiland. In contrast to Roiland's tenure on the program, the producers intended to split the workload between 2 distinct actors because they knew that Roiland's prolonged voice work for both roles had a physical toll. Martyr summarized their choice by saying, "We saw it wear down on Roiland's voice over the years. It seemed unjust to treat someone that way." The choice undoubtedly considers the show's future, as Rick and Morty received a 70-episode renewal in 2018. In addition to addressing Roiland's departure, the new cast allows the series to continue for much longer, as Roiland was likely not physically able to sustain such a high output for an extended period of time, even though Rick and Morty is clearly different from many of its peers. Hit adult animated series have a tendency to become TV fixtures. Family Guy and The Simpsons are 2 examples of such shows that may continue for years to come. The actual debut of the 7th season of Rick and Morty, with the first episode titled How Poopy Got His Poop Back, airing on October 15th, was somewhat overshadowed by the recasting of the program. Not much changed in terms of the voices of the titular characters, as Cardoni and Belden were chosen especially for their ability to sound alike. Nonetheless, a lot of people have pointed out how Rick and Morty has altered for Season 7, including small plot changes and the choice to give supporting characters larger roles in standalone episodes. It's unclear if Roiland's departure brought about that alteration or if it was always going to happen.